Welcome to Eat, Sleep, Knit in Dallas, Georgia. At 10,000 square feet, this is one of the biggest spaces that we have been to. And all the yarn that you're gonna see today is also available online. There's so many fun things to see in here, and the store has a pretty interesting history. So why don't we head in and meet everybody? I am here with Jessica, who's going to give us a tour. So first, tell us, what do you do here at the store?
I am the store photographer. I do all of the product photography for all of the yarn that you see on the website. And I also handle our social media.
Okay, so when you walk into the store, there's obviously a lot going on.
There's so much.
Tell us how you have things organized here.
Yeah, so we have everything sorted by brand. And then we have all of the yarn sorted by base. So you can see right here, we have the yarn name, the brand name, the yarn makeup, the yardage, and the price listed for every single yarn in the store.
And there's this cool thing you have that's like a color coding system.
Yeah, we just started this recently, but all the yarn is color coded, so you can easily see, oh, this is a lace weight yarn, or oh, this is a sport weight yarn. So if you're looking for something particular really quickly, you just have to look for the right color dot.
Look for the guide. And they're here like taped to all of the shelves. I mean, there are shelves and shelves.
They just keep going. They just keep going.
So up at the top, you have all of the kind of like brand companies and everything.
Yep.
So what are a few of the ones that you have like here just in the front section?
So up at the front, we have Malabrigo down here. We have Woolfolk right over here. And then Dream in Color, Northbound Knitting, Yarn Love over there. And then even if you look over there, we have Hue Loco set up over here.
Nice. I think we'll walk back because then you have like a second layer of shelves and you have some hand-dyed yarns from like regional
from the Southeast. Yeah. Here we have Lola Bean Yarn Co. She's our local Georgia dyer. We have her bean sprout base and her pinto bean base. Our shelves are looking a little low right now because we just had our Black Friday sale, but we're ordering some more soon.
Awesome. And then
next we have Emma's Yarn. She's located in Florida. We have a lot to choose from. Her super silky base is my favorite. If you haven't worked with this one yet, it's just so beautiful to knit with or crochet with. We also have her Hella Hank yarn, her Marvelous Mohair, her Simply Spectacular DK, Slubby Slub, another really fun, unique yarn, and then her Practically Perfect sock. We also have, it never ends.
This looks so cool
with
all the colorful bends.
So these are mini skeins that they do for her Practically Perfect sock and her Simply Spectacular DK. We had to keep them in these little buckets with all the yarn names and colors just so we could keep them organized for when we're pulling orders. Amazing. We're just looking for stuff. We also have a couple of her kits that they just, these are from last year, I believe, but we just got them this year for the Winter Wonderland shawl, and then more mini skeins. Yep.
Oh my gosh. And then you have this like whole wall back here.
This is all the Hedgehog Land,
beautiful. Direct
direct from Ireland. And then we have some Western Sky knits over here. It just keeps going. The Farmer's Daughter Fibers, Squish Fiber Arts, another regional yarn. Sort of.
Yeah, I think you said they were here in Georgia.
They used to be in Georgia, and then they moved up north. Yeah, it's super
squishy.
Soft.
I don't think I've ever seen this dyer before. That's really nice.
We have some Wonka exclusives that we did a couple years ago for one of our Yarnathon themes. So we have Veruca Salt.
That's fun.
A couple of Violet Beauregard,
which was very popular.
Very popular. And then this fun one, the Willy Wonka color. It's a signed pooling crochet shawl.
And that's the Willy Wonka color, right?
I just love how those like pops of neon yellow just spring out at you.
Is this one skein?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's beautiful.
So yeah. Over here we have, again, a lot of Cascade.
Ooh.
pretty much every Cascade 220 and 220 superwash color you could imagine.
Wow. So if you need to make like a blanket or like a sweater, I saw somebody making a sweater out of the superwash yesterday. It's
Yeah,
so
we had to
good.
get creative again with how we stored the yarn over here, but these little cardboard boxes are perfect for holding these
They are
already balled up ones. But yeah.
Because those always like to fall. If you put them in a cube, they just tumble.
Oh, we struggled. We struggled for a long time trying to figure out this system, but
That's super smart.
it came together.
I like it.
And then back over here, we have Barocco. Again, pretty much every color of the Barocco Vintage worsted, Ultra Alpaca worsted, Vintage DK. I think we also have the Ultra Alpaca Light. We just try to keep in as much as possible.
Yeah. And everything that you have in here, you said is also on the website. So you could go on and search and see
exactly what we have right now.
Wherever you are in the US. Do you
anywhere in the world?
Anywhere in the world?
Yeah, we ship worldwide.
And then this is your area for
knit nights, meetings. Just need to sit and take a rest for a minute after walking around the store.
It's like, I know it's a hike.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot to take in. So even if people want to drop by and just sit and knit, that's fine.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we were here last night for knit night and the table was full and there was like more chairs joined around.
We had to bring out more chairs. Yep.
And it was super fun.
We also have our bargain t-shirt section with some of the designs from our past Yarnathons.
Oh, that's so cute.
Over here, we have our Eat.Sleep.Knit swag section. These cute little Team Spirit bags. Perfect for small projects.
Is this from this year?
This is, I think, last year.
Oh, that's really cute.
But then we also have little patches that we made for one of the previous years. Little enamel pins with our mascots on them.
That's cute.
If you need a little mason jar for your drink.
Is this a Georgia peach?
Yes, yes it is.
Georgia peach? That's sweet.
So yeah.
Shot glasses?
Shot glasses in case you need something a little bit stronger.
Yes.
So yeah.
What's
just
this
all
with the sweet skein?
We came up with these little sampler packs of yarn. So in case you wanted to try out, and they're packaged just like sweet little lollipops. Isn't that fun?
That's so cool. So are these from
different dyers?
Oh, wow.
All right, so we're going to look at the bean sprout. We actually have an exclusive color from her. I forgot about this one.
Done.
This is the Fair Isle Fountain. This was one of our exclusives for our Yarnathon a couple of years ago.
Oh.
But if you wanted to go with something else, I really like this.
Oh, that's really fun.
This one is saltwater taffy. I just love the very faint speckling on this one.
It's pretty. Is taffy something that's like known in Georgia? Saltwater taffy?
It's popular up in the mountains, like in the Appalachia area, but that's kind of the only place I've seen it.
Yeah. Now tell me the inspiration behind this color. Fair Isle Fountain, is this a place?
This was a land in our Yarnathon one year when we did a fairy tale theme. So the Fair Isle Fountain was a place that you could earn as you earned yardage in the Yarnathon, which I think Erin will tell you more about.
That's so cool. What's your name?
I'm Tracy.
What do you do here?
I work in the shop, teach classes when we have them, help people with colors, that sort of thing.
And what's your name?
Hi, I'm Shannon. I do pretty much the same thing with the exception of teaching. So it is two separate pieces. The skirt is crocheted. It's a Laura Chen, cannot remember the name of the book anymore, but the top is a Kristen Tendike, and I did not make the top, my spouse did. I get a tank top for my birthday in July every year.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So now I'm here with Deanna, and we're going to get a tour of the back. But first, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yes, so I work in the shipping department. So I come in the mornings and we pull all the orders that come in overnight and the day before, and we ship them out.
Nice.
So,
and
yeah.
what sweater are you wearing?
This is Confetti by Vera Valimaki.
It's really pretty. Do you remember the yarn that you
Yes.
used?
So this is Rumble and Brighton. The bright colors is Rumble and Brighton from Spun Right Round, and Hazelnut's Blueprint Sock carbon fiber.
Nice. Well,
So,
good
yeah.
memory. Well, why don't we head in the back and see what it looks like back here?
So,
Behind the employees only door.
so this is the warehouse. This is where we keep back stock of some yarns that we have and some other things, some notions and things like that. This is where we receive yarn. So we have a couple of different orders here that we've gotten in the last few weeks. When we receive yarn, we make sure we bring it in and we check it against the inventory sheet that they give us and against our inventory sheet that we check it, that we ordered, and make sure it's all there. Pull a skein out for Jess to photograph.
That's cool. You have like an actual like truck.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, loading
door.
dock. Yeah, the trucks come in and they pull up to the loading dock and drop off all the yarn.
That's amazing.
We keep extra boxes, all kinds of stuff out here.
Bags. It seems like you have a lot of the inventory though out on the
Yes,
floor.
most of the inventory is out on the floor. Yeah, and then we'll come back here, which is our shipping department.
Oh, it's so festive.
So we keep all the boxes made up that we'll need throughout the week. And so what we do when we check orders is, so I'm checking first class at the moment. So we have the order here.
Mhm.
Somebody else has already pulled it into the bucket. I'm double checking to make sure that we get the right thing into the orders.
Got it.
And so I'll see that this person has these 2 yarns. I'll pull them out of the bucket, wrap them up, put them over here, and then send them over here to Kinsey, who gets to ship them.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
So you have some orders in progress.
Yeah, we've got a
already
couple that are ready to ship. And then the orders that we've already shipped today are over there. And then
Wow.
this is where we keep all of, our shipping supplies.
It's not even 9. I don't have my watch on today.
Yeah.
But it's not even 9 and you've already got
Yeah.
all of these orders going for the day.
Yeah.
So how many orders would you say, like on average, do y'all ship out a day?
It's hard to say. This is a little bit busier time of year. So we'll have more probably through the end of the year, really through the beginning of the year, because the Yarnathon will start over in January 1st.
Mhm.
And so a lot of people like to order big orders at the beginning of the year to
Yeah.
try to get their lower milestones for the Yarnathon, which is a lot of fun. It's hard to say how many we have average. Maybe
At least 20.
Oh yeah, at least 20. We'll usually have between like 50 and 75, sometimes 100.
Wow.
But I do expect us to get a little bit busier for the
Closer to
holidays.
Christmas. Yeah, definitely. This is amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Very efficient in here.
Yeah.
Love it. So as we go back through here, we're back into
Yes. So this is kind of where the offices are, where, Jess, the photographer, is, and Jenny, our graphic designer, she's in here. So Jess's
Wow.
office is over here, but I think she might be in her photography
Yeah.
studio.
Oh, can we see your photography
Yeah,
studio? Okay, so show us your studio. I might just let Kent step in so I don't take
Yeah,
up too
sure.
much
So
space.
this is where the magic happens. This is some yarn I have to photograph today just to update the photos on the website so they look as close as possible to what we have. My little light tent set up over here, and then I have an overhead shot set up over here.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then my office where there's more yarn ready to be processed.
Yes.
These ones I have to check still. All this Madeline Tosh I need to process still. This is my stash over here, part of my decoration.
This is your personal stash?
Yeah, this is my personal stash.
Oh my god.
Like a tiny yarn store all on its own. And then let's see, we also have a prize room over here.
Oh, sure. Let's see that.
So yeah, when you reach certain milestones in our Yarnathon, you earn prizes along the way.
Wow.
So let's see, we always have candy on hand, of course, but then like these are some of the pins that we have for this year.
Oh, cool.
We went with a 90s mall theme for this year. So we have
That's
all
so
sorts of fun
cute.
things.
So you're giving a lot of prizes away because you have a whole room of prizes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then one of the other things, did they mention the lotto tickets that we give away with each
No.
order? Yeah,
Can
so
you tell us about those?
yeah, every order gets a little scratch off yarn lotto, and there are different prizes that can be won. So either store credit or yardage for the Yarnathon. There we have a little swag bag prize you could win. So we had a whole bunch of extras made up for Black Friday. So
So every single online order gets
one of these.
one of these. Cool.
Mhm.
That's super fun. So wherever you are, you can participate.
Yep.
That's
Mhm.
so cool.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Jenny.
Jenny. Okay.
Jenny.
What do you do here?
I'm the illustrator and graphic designer.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So you make all the cute.
I'm the
little
messy one and the one that didn't read the email that this was happening.
things. Here, you can go ahead.
But yeah, watch out for yourself. Enter at your own risk.
So what happens in here?
So this is where we design all the Yarnathon, all the pins, all the lotto tickets, all the prizes.
Wow.
The game board, it happens in here. And if you like if you come in, this is like the idea hole.
Whoa.
Here's a Yarnathon from
Oh, yeah, I definitely wanna
2017.
show that.
Yeah.
That's so
So
you
right.
drew.
When you buy, the further along you get, and on every land, you get a different prize. So the theme changes every year. Some things from, like, this was a bag that they got from a past year.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
let's see, here's some old prizes. So you would get this bag, and then the further along you would go.
Oh, you could pin them on there.
Right, yeah, they're iron-on tags,
Oh,
so you would
iron-on
iron them on.
patches. Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we did patches for a couple years, and then we did enamel pins, and
That's really
this year we'll do something
fun.
else. So yeah, here's a whole cluster of old stuff. Oh,
Amazing.
here's one of the old little mascots.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, they get there's 4 mascots every year. So, and they're all like some sort of animal that we yarnify. That's what we call it. We call it yarnifying everything. And we always think we're going to run out of ideas, but something happens and we figure it out.
I am sitting down with Erin, who is the owner of Eat.Sleep.Knit. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thanks so much for coming.
Yeah. So tell us how Eat.Sleep.Knit got started, because I know this is not your first location. You didn't just come upon 10,000 square feet of space.
No, my story is very strange. I actually was working as an online marketing consultant. I did like pay-per-click ads and that sort of thing. And I started knitting, and I could not find hand-dyed yarn in sweater quantities anywhere. That's what I wanted to knit. And so I decided I knew how to make a website because I was in online marketing. And so I thought maybe I could sell yarn online. So I just contacted hand-dyed yarn companies and started Eat.Sleep.Knit online out of my guest bedroom closet. I had like 6 Tupperwares. I had 6 brands. I had Dream in Color, Schaefer yarn, Lorna's Laces, Art Yarns, just like a few.
All like the original.
Yeah, like the OGs. Claudia
Yeah.
hand painted. A lot of them don't
Yes.
even dye anymore. And I just I'm going to sell yarn online, and it's just going to be out of my guest bedroom closet, and this is going to be amazing. It's going to be, and really, really quickly, it turned out there was a real market for hand-dyed yarn online. No one was doing it. And it grew very quickly. So it filled my entire guest bedroom very quickly. And then we ended up having to move my dining room table out to my garage. And it was just filled with shelves. We had bookcases where I would keep the stuff, and I would fill these orders at night and in the morning, and then go to work and then drive to the post office at lunch. So finally, after 2 years of this, I just had to admit this was crazy. So then we got a commercial space, and that was when we sort of transitioned to being an actual yarn store as opposed to just online only. And we've always been hand-dyed, and because we're hand-dyed, you have to be able to see the yarn. I can't ship hand-dyed yarn out of a dark warehouse because the yarn is not all going to match. We visually match every single skein. And so it was in a space where people could come if they wanted to. And I had no idea what I was doing. So I remember the very first customer, she said, "Could I come by?" And I said, "I guess so. I'm going to be here." And as soon as she showed up, I realized I was not at all set up as like a retail yarn store. So I had to learn that part of the business.
Yeah.
But when we moved to the bigger space, that was 2012. And we did have like a nice storefront there. It was, I think, 3,000 square feet of space. And I don't know, maybe we'd still be there, but I moved out this way, which was about 45 minutes from our original space. So we built a building.
So you built this building?
Yes.
So you got to decide exactly how.
I did, and this was woods. So I actually live across the street, and this was just the woods. It had been for sale forever, and so I decided to see if I could get an SBA loan and build a building. So we built it to suit, which is why it has such a big showroom space and less warehouse space, because with our kind of shipping, warehouse isn't really what we need. We need really well-lit showroom floor.
So when did you become Eat.Sleep.Knit? Was that the name from the beginning?
Yes. In fact, I wanted to start the store for probably about a year before I did, but I was in online marketing and I knew that you couldn't start it if you didn't have a good name, and I didn't know what I wanted to call it. So I just one night in the middle of the night, it came to me. I remember I got up out of bed to see if the URL was available, and it was, and I was like, Eat Sleep Knit, that is a name I can work with. So that's the name.
Did you like purchase it at
Oh,
night in the middle of the
definitely.
night? You're like, nobody can take this.
No one can take it. I don't know if it's really still a thing, but I feel like at the time, like URLs were hot. Like you couldn't, I mean, yarn.com really, like that was a good purchase.
That was a good purchase. I can imagine that. So you do something so fun here that we've been kind of alluding to as we've toured around the store and in the backspace, and that's the Yarnathon.
Oh yeah, the Yarnathon.
So tell us, like, what is Yarnathon? Because we didn't start at like the beginning of like what it is.
The Yarnathon is the weirdest frequent shopping program that you'll ever meet, but it's really fun. Like that's really this is how this started. So traditionally, yarn store, you know, buy $200, get a $20 store credit. We had something like that. It wasn't very fun. And what I kept hearing, because we really do so much business online, like we really focus on our online community. I started as an online business. And what I kept hearing from people was, I earned a store credit. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I spent $200. And so I was just sitting there thinking, how do we untether that? I don't want someone to feel bad when they're getting this reward that I want them to have for being such a great customer. So weirdly, the Yarnathon was actually inspired by this Beers Around the World program that my friend was in. I had a friend who went to Taco Mac every single day because he was in this Beers Around the World program where you got credit for like trying different beers. And I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about this, and it somehow in my mind gelled into this. Like, what if instead of tracking how much money you spent, we tracked how much yarn you actually bought? So the Yarnathon started inherently as just tracking yardage of yarn. So instead of saying you spent $200, we say you bought 1,000 yards of yarn. And we tried to kind of correlate that to the average price of sock yarn. So it was a similar kind of 10% back thing. So that was for a while all that it was. It was, how much yarn did you buy? Then in 2014, I was in the shower. I come up with some weird ideas in the shower. And I thought, what if there were teams? What if it was a competitive race? Like we had really leaned into this like marathoning theme. We had like runners and different things. So I came to work and I was like, guys, I'm thinking like teams, like maybe some animals in a spaceship. Like how fun would that be? You guys are going to tell me I'm crazy. And they were like, no, we love it. So Jenny, I think you met her.
Yes.
She is amazing.
Amazing designs. Like,
I mean,
here, I'll show.
Yeah.
Maybe
she's
this will.
Phenomenal. So this is our 9th team Yarnathon every year.
This is your 9th one?
The team ones, yeah.
Wow.
Every year she comes up with 4 mascots that she draws, and we do some kind of a theme. And what we also do as a part of it that I love is we also tie in like craft alongs, knit alongs, different parts of being a part of the online community that aren't just buying. Because I didn't want to be just a place where you come and buy yarn and then you leave. I want to know what you made with your yarn.
Yeah,
I want to
can I see some of the things that are on here?
Yeah.
So this is one team.
Yeah, so this year's theme is the 80s, 90s theme.
Yeah.
So these are all plays on 80s and 90s bands. So this is Run BFL, which
Oh my
is
gosh.
Run DMC.
That's so cool. And this was the 2023.
Yes, this is 2023. So there was the Tangles, which is, you know, the Bangles. We have Banana Lamba and New Kids on the Flock.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so we have all these little, so these are your milestones. So this is like if you purchase yarn. And so each time you get 1,000 yards, you get a $5 credit. You get up to 4,000, you get a $10 credit, and you get a little prize in your order too. So this year's was enamel pins. So you got an enamel pin with this little Care Bear and the aqua knit, and these are all illustrations that Jenny has made.
These
for
are
us.
so cute.
Yeah, and then in addition to that, you get these things called stars.
Yeah, what are those?
So stars is our Eat.Sleep.Knit virtual currency. It's kind of our Yarnathon currency, and that's what the team competition is. The teams are competing to see who gets the most stars. And you can earn stars in 3 ways. You can buy yarn. Of course, I love it when you buy yarn. But you can't buy yarn all the time. So you can also earn stars by participating in our craft alongs, by participating in our flash challenges, getting on our social media and like chatting with us. We have a huge like Ravelry group. And so we do a lot of just different stuff in there. We have this new program that we've kind of evolved called Hook It, which is based on Pizza Hut's Book It program, where we all like got that free pizza for
This
reading
is like
the...
isn't that very 90s too?
Yes,
Like
and that's how this. I
loved
was
that.
like, yeah, I remember you read 5 books and you
Yeah.
got that personal pan pizza, and it was the best day of your life
That's
to get.
why we read.
Exactly. So I really wanted to give out a personal pan pizza, but I couldn't figure out how to make that happen. So instead,
Next year, sponsored
yeah.
by.
So whenever you knit stuff with our yarn, like
This
you
is
go and
cute.
submit it, and you get like stars and yardage and stuff. And then this is
That's
just
so
all
cool.
fun, like trivia games, there's coloring sheets. And this is what you get when you get to your 1,000 yards. You kind of get this introductory booklet to explain it to you and give you all the details.
So that's when you get put on a team?
You actually get put on a team right when you sign up for the Yarnathon, and you can check that on your dashboard. Like you get a little email that tells you, hey, here's your Yarnathon dashboard. You go to your account page and you'll see your little team logo, and they'll tell you how many stars you have and what your Yarnathon progress is, how far to the next one,
That's
all that.
really clever.
The theme this year is a garden theme.
We got a sneak peek too.
I know. Oh my gosh. Isn't it the cutest?
It's so good.
Yeah, she had all these amazing illustrations and she was going to digitize them. And I was like, could we just keep it like this? Because they were so cute. So yeah, we've got like gnomes, and I think the snail is my favorite.
So cute.
But yeah, the garden theme is pretty delightful. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a lot of work, but it is amazing, and you've made it fun.
I mean, I really like it. I don't say it just to sell yarn. I really want to know what happens. I'm interested in people. I'm interested in people's stories. I love hearing. This year we're doing a lot of quarterly craft-alongs, which...
Yeah, tell us some of the things that are in the craft-alongs that you can earn stars for. Because when I was here last night at the knit night, somebody next to me was like, oh, I want to make a hat. And they were like, let me see which hat patterns are can get me stars. So they're like looking through. I don't know what they were looking at. So how do you do that?
Currently, and this video is going to be in January, but currently there's a craft along going on where we're doing a kitty gift along to encourage people to make Christmas gifts. We try to go with what people are knitting. Like, I don't want you to do stuff that's not fun. I want it to be fun. So this is supposed to be like hey, like if you need a little encouragement to get your Christmas gifts, like knit up. So there's like 75 patterns in this bundle, and every one that they knit, they can get a star for their team. And we are, for 2024, we do have quarterly craft alongs coming back. We have some customers that love quarterly craft alongs. They actually plan their whole year of knitting around this, and we needed a break from them. So we didn't do it in 2023, and we're bringing it back because people were sad and they missed them.
Yeah.
So I use those usually as a way to try to help people stretch a little, like stuff. We all have something that we're like scared to try, but maybe if all your friends are doing it, you'll do it.
So there are so many ways that like you don't have to be here in Dallas, Georgia,
not even a little,
connect with y'all. So what's the best way to keep up with like what new yarns are coming to the store, what the craft along is for the quarter, like what's the best way to like get all of that information?
Ravelry.
Okay.
I mean, we try to keep it all updated. We try to make sure, because we have customers, I mean, everyone's different, and we try to be as inclusive as possible. We have people that can't use Ravelry. We have people that can't use Facebook. So we try to keep our website updated with all that stuff. The beginning of the year, that all gets updated. As the year gets on, I get worse about putting the flash craft alongs up, but the scheduled stuff is up there.
Yeah.
Facebook is always updated. Instagram's always updated.
Perfect.
Ravelry group is so active. Like if you've been looking for an online community just to chat with, we have like every year a team thread. So people get to know everyone in their team and just talk about your projects and even your life. We do one thing that we thought was really important, and we really made sure during COVID to do, was a virtual knit night thread. Not everyone has a knit night, and not everyone was comfortable going to knit night for various reasons. So every Friday afternoon, our moderator, Bonnie, who's the best, opens the virtual knit night thread, and it's just open for the whole weekend. And you go in there and you chat about your yarn, and you chat about your day and your family and whatever's going on. And it's a really nice, just little virtual community.
That's super
So,
cool.
yeah.
I love that.
So our Ravelry group, Eat.Sleep.Knitters, is the name.
We'll make sure to find it and put it and link it, because I need to join too. I got to see
You should
what's
definitely
going on.
join.
I'm like ready to get on a team and start the Yarnathon for the year.
Well, you don't have to wait much longer.
I know. Not much longer at all. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and
Thank you for
sharing
coming.
all of this with us and like having us come today, especially
Absolutely.
when it's like a busy time of year. I just really appreciate it. And this
Cool.
was so much fun.
I'm so glad you could make it.
Thanks for coming with me today to Eat, Sleep, Knit. We're going to have everything linked down below, like the Ravelry group, the Yarnathon, and how you can shop online. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.